Hi Capricorn, welcome to Higher Source Tarot. This is your February 2020 reading for all Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Capricorn. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed and commented, liked, and shared my videos. I really appreciate that. If you comment, I will read it, and I try my best to comment back. It really depends on your settings. Sometimes I can't. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is about every week. So I love Capricorn. You are kind of an old soul. You oftentimes can be more adult-like as children, very responsible. You're into security. I have a Capricorn rising, so I have a lot of those traits myself. So I have a kind of an interesting chart, but I do enjoy Capricorn. You're very stable, and hopefully you've been setting your intentions and seeing some results. Okay, let go, let the universe deliver to you. Know that you can have, do, or be anything. If you can see it in your mind, you can have it in your reality. Did you know that? Are you aware that you're vibrational, that we all are? If we held me under a microscope, I'd be at a certain vibrational frequency if we held my cards, the table. And we attract like frequencies to us. So the higher the frequency, which the highest is love, the better the stuff is that we will attract, okay? So learn about that if you don't know much about it. It will help you as you go make your journey through the world, because sometimes I'll have an encounter and I'll say, well, that is my vibrational indicator, and that was not what I wanted, so I need to change something. I need to segment intend and decide that the next segment of my day is going to be filled with ease, filled with clarity, whatever it is that I want to seek, because what I'm seeking is also seeking me. It's just, what is my resistance to it? So anyway, so here we go. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 2020. For Capricorn. And we are going to use the Louise Hay Life Loves You card. Louise was, she's the founder of Hay House Publishing, but she also wrote a book called You Can Heal Your Life. That's a great book, especially if you've had some heartache in the past. There's a lot of processes in the book that can really help you, help anyone really. So I'm going to read the front of the card, and then when we finish, I'll read the other side. I welcome miracles into my life. So have a heart that's open to everything and a mind that's attached to nothing, okay? And then you will see the universe will line things up for you. So here's your present position, the Four of Swords, and the influence around it's the Ten of Pentacles. I like that combination. Here's kind of your destiny card in this situation, the Eight of Pentacles, working hard. Behind you is the Three of Cups. And the more distant past, more recent past is the Six of Wands. Then coming towards you, you got a decision that's coming up. The Two of Pentacles here. And you are represented by the Tower, so you could be making some changes that will affect people. The energy or the people around you are the Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles as kind of your heart's desire, and the Knight of Swords as the outcome. And then at the bottom of the deck, you're going to have some changes coming in, because you have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords here as clarifying cards. So interesting reading here for you guys. So you start off here, and this is all about the Four of Swords. I feel like you have, or you're going to be quieting your mind. And what I like about this combination is the influences around it are so positive, because the Ten of Pentacles, that's like wish fulfillment for everyone, okay? It's the big house, it's the, the happy couple, the dogs, the old man, it's every age is covered. I mean, it really is a tremendously good card to have in a reading, and especially in that spot, because it's like, basically what I think it's telling you is if you invest in yourself, the outcome, this is also the wealth card. It's like everyone shares in the goodwill and the harmony and the wealth. If you do this, you're going to see those things come to fruition. So again, I think money's going to be really good. You have a lot of pentacles here. Let's talk about that for a minute. So it's earth energy. You got all the elements basically here. But I feel like the money is going to be really stable for you in the next few months. And again, you like security, right? You like your pentacles. So here you are, and this is kind of your destiny. You may have some kind of a limiting belief going on that you have to work hard. Elon Musk says work like hell. And even though he's a billionaire from Tesla, I mean, he has proven that that works for him. But for most people, you can draw money into you without working so hard. So know that. But you're in a way desiring some recognition for the work that you do. And I also think that you believe that you do need to invest some things in yourself, that you are kind of taking your own inventory, taking stock, and wanting to see what else you could do to improve yourself. Now, I just looked at my clock here and it's 5:55. I just thought I'd tell you that, just because that's sort of a synchronistic thing and it's change, okay? So I feel like that was no accident. I feel like part of you needs to change some of your fundamental beliefs because they're holding you back a little bit. So be open is what I would tell you there. So in the past you might have had a reconciliation with somebody, a reunion of some type. I believe you did. It could have been going back to some kind of old job, but I think you may have had a reconciliation that's kind of like in and out, like there's sort of an in and out type of thing. And I actually think you are going to get to the point where you're going to say, let's shit or get off the pot, excuse that, but you're going to say, we either are or we're not. I'm just not going to keep doing this because it's not your energy that does this. And whoever it was, there was some fun in the relationship. It was an attractive person. I think both of you are. And there was a mutual attraction there, but there's a little bit of arrogance to it. And a little bit too much conceited energy there. Like, look at me. Or the person too, because you tend to be mature. The person may have been kind of immature and needing a lot of attention from you, but not able to give it. So I do feel like that relationship is on the outs right now, and you're kind of juggling some things. This is kind of a roller coaster type energy. And it can be, because if you look at the back, not only does he have this infinity symbol with these pentacles, but behind him, these ships are just getting thrown around in the water. So there's some emotional unfinished business is what I'm going to say. You've got some unfinished business with this person emotionally. I don't think it's completely done. I think you could have a second chance if you want it. But I think that you are going to want to put some things into place that it'll either be this standard needs to be met or I'm just not in. I'm not. So I think it is a little bit of a roller coaster period for you, but I also think you've got a big change coming in, and this does not have to be a horrifying card, right? It is about change, and it is about something that happens very suddenly, plus you've got this Eight of Wands that's going to be coming in later. It's all about kind of shaking up the foundation of something. And really, again, I think it has more to do with your own limiting beliefs and changing your belief system, because we developed this belief system by the age of 7. And if we don't have a lot of praise around us, if you were growing up, if you had to be really responsible for things and you didn't have a lot of praise and guidance and people telling you that you're worth something, you may be prone to attracting relationships where you're repeating the same pattern. So this is like the universe demolishing that to bring in something better. Okay, this is like too much ego and intellect, and it's a big shakeup so that you can have something better come in. So the Tower, the reason is always good. So behind this, it is always for the best. And in the end, you'll see what the universe brings into you. It is what you want. You do have somebody around you, though, that's going to bring in an offer. And I think it is this person from the past. But they tend to still be a little immature. That's what I get. It's like you're the mature one, and it's almost like a parent-child relationship where they are almost dependent on you. They need you for certain things. Or want you for certain things, or feel that they need you when maybe they don't really. So, your overall hopes in this thing, you really want that big offer. You want the big offer. You don't want this little tiny dumb fish in a cup. You want this big beautiful pentacle held out to you on a platter, you know, being cradled gently in the hand, whatever you want to call it. And you are going to have some new things coming in because you've got the Ace of Swords, you've got this Ace, and you've got a lot of Pentacles here. And again, that's where I do feel like the money is stable. The money looks really good and feels like money just comes easily and frequently, like it just shows up out of nowhere and you don't have to worry about it, because the more you do, the more you squeeze it off. Okay, so I had an encounter today at the bank. I was waiting for an appointment because I had an unexpected check come in and I had some other things I needed to do, and there was a rather old woman in front of me in the meeting with the person I was going to meet with, and the person talked, this woman talked at length. She rambled, I mean, quite frankly, and I could tell the banker was getting uncomfortable, like they kept looking out at me and weren't quite sure how to end the appointment. And the woman was talking about some financial issues, and it was sad, you know, because she was at an age where it, you know, her belief system was so strong in that area of her life that the struggle was real. And so for me to watch that, and I look at that and I go, well, I don't want to wear that vibration. I look at my own situation and say, you know, I'm really fortunate. Things have come into my reality. I'm fortunate that I read the book Creative Visualization as a teenager and learned, really even before I knew what I was doing, how to visualize and draw things into me. So your outcome, again, is a lot of truth, clarity, and strong communication. So I do think this person, I think what's going to happen for some of you, you may have a job change where it's going to be something that ends up being really a long-term, lucrative, that's the word I get, lucrative situation for you. But for others of you with this relationship, I almost feel like this person comes in and they're almost manic, like where they are, you know, I just see them almost tearing in, like almost from a scene from a movie where it's pouring out and they come running into a restaurant where you're sitting just frenetic, needing to talk to you. I feel like that's the kind of energy they have coming forward, is this frenetic pace where I don't feel like it's your energy, it's theirs, where they get scared and they're afraid that you're not going to give them another opportunity. But I do think you will. For most of you, I do think that's going to happen. And again, if it's a job thing, that looks very stable and will be a money-making venture. So the back of your Louise Hay card here. Be open to miracles today. You will experience a miracle each time you decide to let life love you a little bit more than before. Boy, isn't that true? Okay, so let it in. Let every single bit of goodness into your life, because you so deserve it. You are so worth it to have fun, be joyous, and be free. Life is supposed to be fun. So I love you, Capricorn. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back in about a week.